Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here as we explore how to master the art of service level management. Our goal is to learn how to deliver predictable and reliable IT services that truly build trust and support business success. The focus of today's session is on ServiceNow SLA and OLA configurations, and how they help ensure service excellence. Over the next few slides, we'll cover key concepts, best practices, and practical tips to enhance your service management capabilities. Thank you for joining, and let's get started. Now, let's look at how both SLAs and OLAs play a crucial role in managing service delivery. Both utilize intelligent timers that help us track and measure performance in real time. This means we can monitor incidents, service requests, and workflow tasks as they happen, ensuring we stay on top of our commitments. Internal agreements, or OLAs, are vital because they foster coordination and accountability among support teams. They make sure everyone is aligned internally to meet our external SLA commitments effectively. Speaking of SLAs, or service-level agreements, these are formal promises we make to our customers. They clearly define the expected response and resolution times, setting the standards for our service delivery. Together, SLAs and OLAs help us manage expectations, improve accountability, and ultimately deliver better service. They are key to maintaining trust and ensuring our team works efficiently to meet those important external commitments. Now, let's talk about why well-configured SLAs are so important. When SLAs are properly set up, they help build customer confidence because they clearly define what we promise and deliver. However, if SLAs are misconfigured or poorly designed, they become just meaningless timers that actually damage trust and reduce the value we provide. Moving on to OLAs, or operating level agreements, these are crucial for internal support teams. They ensure everyone works in harmony, with clearly defined handoffs and responsibilities. This clarity helps us meet our customer-facing commitments more effectively. Finally, SLAs are more than just internal documents. They're a binding promise to the business. They create clear expectations and hold service teams accountable for their performance. This accountability is key to maintaining high standards and delivering consistent value. Overall, understanding and properly implementing SLAs and OLAs is essential for building trust, ensuring smooth internal coordination, and driving accountability across our teams. Manual maintenance at this scale is not just difficult, it's error-prone and fundamentally unsustainable. As the business evolves, so do our priority definitions, which means we're constantly updating and adjusting our rules. Groups are being decommissioned or merged, and teams are restructuring and reorganizing, adding to the complexity. New support groups are added all the time, making the landscape even more dynamic. On top of that, daily operational changes, like shifts in workload, new projects, or process adjustments, only make managing everything more challenging. To put this into perspective, imagine a large organization with 3,000 support groups and 4 different priority levels. That creates a mind-boggling matrix of over 24,000 potential SLA and OLA rule combinations. This illustrates the real enterprise-scale challenge we're facing. Managing SLA and OLA at this level isn't just about keeping things running. It's about dealing with a complexity that grows exponentially, making manual approaches not just impractical but impossible to sustain long-term. Automation plays a crucial role in streamlining our processes. It dramatically reduces the manual effort required, which not only saves time, but also helps us focus on more strategic tasks. Plus, automation eliminates human errors that can occur during manual configuration, ensuring that our SLA settings are always accurate. This consistency is vital for maintaining service quality across the entire enterprise. To ensure this consistency, we deploy intelligent business rules that automatically activate or deactivate SLA and OLA definitions. For instance, when groups are added, modified, or removed from our system, these rules adjust the configurations seamlessly, so everything stays aligned without manual intervention. Implementing business rules is all about designing those automated responses. We create custom SLA and OLA base parameter tables that directly link to support groups. This setup stores core timing parameters and escalation rules in one centralized location, making updates easier and more efficient. This approach helps us overcome scale challenges. By automating these processes and centralizing our definitions, we can handle larger volumes of support groups and more complex configurations without sacrificing accuracy or responsiveness. Overall, automation and well-designed base definitions are key to maintaining reliable, scalable SLA management across the enterprise. Now, once we've navigated to service level management and located the SLA definitions section in ServiceNow, the next step is to create a new SLA definition. When doing this, it's important to set up the schedule that aligns with your business hours. This ensures that the SLA timers reflect the actual working hours and take into account holidays and maintenance windows, which can vary. Assigning the correct schedule helps prevent false SLA breaches during non-working hours or planned outages. Next, you'll want to define the precise start, pause, and stop conditions for the SLA timer. These conditions control exactly when the timer begins, when it pauses due to external dependencies, and when it stops once the resolution is complete. Getting these conditions right is crucial for accurate measurement of your service performance. Finally, when creating the SLA definition, you'll click New and specify the type, whether it's an SLA or OLA, along with the target, such as response or resolution, and select the relevant table, like incident or request. This structured approach ensures your SLA metrics are aligned with your service processes, providing clarity and accountability across your support teams. Let's talk about some pro tips for handling critical incidents. When a situation is critical, we need to act quickly and efficiently. That means setting aggressive timelines and proactively escalating issues before they escalate further. One effective way to do this is by configuring automated notifications that trigger at multiple thresholds. This helps us respond rapidly and keeps our business operations running smoothly. For example, if an incident remains unresolved after 2 hours, an alert automatically escalates to senior management. This ensures higher-level attention is brought in without delay. Our goal is to resolve these high-priority incidents within 4 hours from the moment they are created, so we set that as our target. Now, regarding resolution, we also need to keep track of progress early on. We send a notification at 50% of the elapsed time, so around 7.5 minutes after the incident is created, to both the assignees and their managers. This early alert helps ensure that everyone is aware and can take action swiftly. Our target here is to have the first assignment of the incident within 15 minutes of creation, especially for priority 1 or critical incidents. If we don't meet that, it signals a need to improve our response times. All of these measures are part of our response SLA, specifically for priority 1 incidents. These SLAs help us set clear expectations and ensure accountability, so we can maintain business continuity even during critical situations. By configuring these automated notifications and escalation processes, we stay proactive and prepared for any critical incident that comes our way. When we think about SLAs, it's important to remember they should serve as signals of trust and commitment rather than just stopwatches ticking away. They really represent your organization's reliability and dedication to providing excellent service. To do this effectively, we should design for trust by using comprehensive SLA metrics and executive dashboards. These tools help us track compliance trends, identify systemic issues early on, and drive continuous improvement initiatives. Monitoring actual performance is crucial. Setting SLA targets based on real business needs and service criticality ensures we're being realistic and fair. For example, a P1 outage calls for immediate action, whereas a P4 request can be handled with more flexibility. It's about matching expectations to the actual impact on the business. Another key point is aligning targets with business impact. We shouldn't base SLA conditions on fields that change frequently, like assignment group or state, because that can lead to constant recalculations and performance inconsistencies. Instead, using stable criteria helps maintain clarity and stability in our SLAs. Ultimately, the goal is to establish best practices and learn from our lessons. By doing so, we build trust, improve service quality, and ensure our SLAs truly reflect our commitment to our users and stakeholders. Now, let's talk about how we can stay ahead of potential SLA breaches by implementing automated alerts and intelligent escalations. These tools help us catch issues early on, giving us the chance to intervene before any commitments are missed. It's all about proactive management, being alerted to problems before they become bigger issues. Next, we can enhance our oversight by segmenting performance data based on priority level, support group, time period, and service category. This detailed breakdown allows us to pinpoint bottlenecks and identify specific areas where improvements are needed. It's about drilling down into the data to find actionable insights. Finally, leveraging ServiceNow performance analytics is key. It helps us track SLA compliance rates, monitor breach trends, and observe achievement patterns across our entire service portfolio. By visualizing SLA performance, we get clear, real-time reports that support informed decision-making and continuous improvement. Altogether, these strategies empower us to manage SLAs more effectively and ensure we meet our service commitments consistently. Ready to transform your SLA management? Let's start by emphasizing the importance of clear definitions. When everyone understands what the SLA is, it's easier to meet expectations. Next, embracing automation is key. By automating routine tasks, we reduce errors and increase efficiency. Building a service culture centered on trust and accountability helps ensure everyone is aligned and responsible. It's also crucial to design SLAs around user experience and the actual business impact, rather than just focusing on technical timers. This way, the service commitments become more meaningful and relevant to the business needs. Focusing on business value means configuring SLAs intelligently and automating business rules to minimize manual errors. This makes managing SLAs at scale sustainable and reliable. Automation, in particular, helps reduce complexity, taking what used to be manual and error-prone and turning it into a streamlined process. Remember, SLAs and OLAs are the backbone of predictable, reliable IT service delivery. They help build trust and credibility across the organization. Ultimately, these elements form the foundation for excellence in service management. And as we wrap up, I want to emphasize that building meaningful SLAs and OLAs in ServiceNow is about aligning technical capabilities with business goals, creating a service environment built on clarity, automation, and trust.